Hey, what up YouTubers, it's your boy Altered Tech doing this video for like the 6th, 7th, 8th time. So this is going to be my final take, so whatever happens, happens. Now, if you've clicked this video, this is your first time watching my video, you're very lucky because this is a giveaway video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. Now, in some previous videos, I said I don't give a damn about subscriber count. Now, I've changed my mind because what's the point of, creating a content or videos when you don't have an audience? It gets kind of lonely. And I actually think that the best thing from YouTube, that one of the best things that I've gained from being a YouTube creator is making friends, networking. There's so many cool, awesome people that I've met, people who share the same interests and passions, in smartphones and technology, whether it be an Apple fan, Samsung fan, Huawei fan. The more the merrier. The more diverse it is, the better it is, because you get to, see all different perspectives from different people, and, it makes you more knowledgeable on the topics of smartphones. So there's Altered Tech. If you guys didn't know, signs right over there. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't, hit that bell notification icon if I didn't say that. Now for my giveaway, many of you guys, I know you guys grew up with me on this channel. You guys knew the first time I invested my money on this channel was for the Moto G6 Play. And for my first giveaway, I will be giving away the Moto G6 Play. Now check it out. It's in pristine condition. There is no nicks and cuts or scratches. Great condition, even in the front screen. You guys know I made a commercial on this. I made a full review on this. I made a cinematic video on this. Now this is the Boost Mobile version, and for some reason the camera, there was a little issue with the camera, but I believe with some software updates the camera has been improved, especially when I'm video recording. So maybe I should do an update video on that before I actually give this away. So I do have the box itself as well. This is the Moto G6 Play, and it actually works with Boost Mobile and Sprint. Now if you don't have those two carriers, now this is actually a great phone just to have to mess around with, have fun with, play games, browse the internet. If you want to go use a bathroom, leave your flagship device, take this phone and then go do your business, read the news, whatever on it. So I think it's a win-win situation, even if you can't use it with your carrier. So now for this video, since you're already here, let's go ahead and talk about some tech. Let's talk about the Moto G7 since we're on the topic of Motorola. Now, should you go ahead and purchase the Moto G7? That's a great question. Now, the difference between the G6 and the G7, I believe you have a better processor. So you're going from the 450, I believe, to the 636. What I want you to do is go ahead to the Qualcomm website and look at the newest processors and look at the description. Tell me what you see. Most likely you're going to hear the words faster, better battery performance, stuff like that, but it doesn't really give you in detail, like in the figures and numbers. Don't buy into the hype. Now, if you own a Moto G5 or earlier model, I would definitely advise you, because with the Moto G6, the performance just completely blew me away. I was very impressed. Now, here's the thing when purchasing a Motorola device. If your phone is lagging, if it's overheating, please go ahead and return that device immediately and purchase a new device. For some reason, when it comes to production quality, Motorola doesn't really do a good job. Now, when you're cost cutting, the chances of you coming into a manufacturing defect, it actually increases. So for the Moto X Pure Edition, when I actually bought that, I had some manufacturing defects, and then when it came to customer service, I got into trouble with that. So keep this in mind. If you're buying a Motorola device and you do have some issues, try to return it and get a brand new one. Try not to get involved with customer service. When it comes to cost cutting, customer service is like the first to go. So let's say you own a Moto G6. Should you go ahead and get the G7? So for me personally, I gotta get my hands on it and actually test it out and for you guys and let you guys know. But looking at it on paper, I don't really think there's much of a difference. The G6 is about to get Android Pie, and with the Android Pie update, you're going to get faster performance, you're going to get better battery life. So your G6 is actually going to get a boost in performance and battery life. And if you're looking to get the G7 for a boost in performance and battery life, you might want to wait and and check out Android Pie on your G6 before you go ahead and spend some more bread on the G7. Now, what do I think about the G7? I think it's pretty much a G6 with a notch and with a slightly updated processor and some RAM. Now, it's definitely more expensive than the G6. So some of you guys who have the G6, I would probably just keep that instead of getting the G7, unless you want to go ahead and get the notch. I know there is a craze going around. This is marketing at its finest. So you go into a store and then you see these phones, and most of the newer phones, they have a notch in them. And some of the older phones, they don't have a notch, and it kind of messes you up and makes you believe that the phone without the notch is actually a older phone, which you should just stay away from. Now, if you're a tech person and you know the specs and you've done your reviews and stuff and your research and you like the phone, now the notch really isn't going to bother you. But you know, for other people who don't have time to research, well, you should always have time, but for other people who don't want to research, they're probably going to aim towards the phones with the notch. So in South America, a lot of people they're Moto fans. I love the Moto fans in South America. I know I've been interacting with them. When I first started out, I was always interacting with them because they were super happy to own a Motorola device. You know, they were actually, I saw this cute couple. They both got Moto G6s and they were both super happy. And I was like, wow, this is like, damn, that's a beautiful thing. You know, they're taking selfies and stuff together with their phones together and they're matching outfits. I'm like, wow, this is a beautiful thing. I don't really see that in America. Most of us are pretty much, you know, iPhone fans and stuff, whatnot. To see that in South America where they have the Motorola Fever, that was a beautiful thing. Now, for my channel, doing reviews and videos on Motorola devices probably wasn't the best way for my channel to actually shoot up. I probably should have got a flagship device. I probably should have spent more of my energy on that device, and I probably would have got more views and more subs. Now, to add even further insult, I'm actually using Google Trends right now to actually see what people are actually searching for. And once you type in Motorola mods, and all this good stuff, most of the searches are coming from South America. We have a lot of South American Motorola fans, and that's actually a cool. The South American accent almost came out of my mouth. I am from Trinidad. I am from South America. So if you guys didn't know, I don't sound like it. I might look like it, but yes, I am Trinidadian. I've been told I look kind of Indian, so I don't know how to take that as a compliment or not, but I'll leave that to the ladies out there. I don't really see much ladies out there looking for an Indian guy, or like, you know, talking about, oh man, I have a thing for Indian guys. I don't really see that. So, you know, I'll just leave it as it is. So yes, moving on. So the G6 Play G7, what do you guys think? Now, to add to this, the guy who actually ran Motorola for Brazil, he is actually the CEO for the entire Motorola operation. And you know, now giving a Moto Z3 exclusive with 6 GB of RAM for Brazil, that was strike number one. Strike number two was coming out with the Moto 1 Power and the Moto 1 device, and you know, making the Power exclusive to India, and then bringing the Moto 1 to the US exclusively to Best Buy for $400 with a, you know, it was pretty much over double the price they sold it in India. That was even a bigger insult. So the main goal of Motorola, if you're a Motorola fan right now, you gotta open up your eyes and see what's going on. Motorola is trying to sell as much phones as possible, and they have limited resources, and they're going to expend all their resources in areas where they can get the most sales. Now in America, it doesn't make sense, you know, posting all these expensive ads and whatnot, and when you can actually put that in, you know, South America and India and sell more phones. Now, we don't even have a keynote in the States, but in Brazil we do have a keynote for the G7, and the CEO, he even said it himself that his mission is to sell more devices, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. So for you long-term Motorola fans in the States, things have changed, and Lenovo, this is the age of Lenovo. So if you do miss the old Motorola with the fast updates, you know, I do feel you and whatnot. And the Moto mods, they're a great device. Just, you know, they were just launched too overpriced, and you know, marketing wise, probably could have done a better job. Now Nokia is now on my radar. You know, fast updates, fast software updates, you know, affordable prices. What more could you want? Now for the old Motorola fans who wanted, you know, budget devices with fast updates, fast security updates, I think you gotta turn to Nokia. Nokia have been making some great, excellent devices. They probably could improve in the, you know, design department. It could be a little bit more flashier, a little bit more sexier. But when it comes to fast updates, fast software updates, Nokia, you're definitely coming into the radar. And you know, there's a company called New, and I did post one video with them. I did bash them because I actually got their device, which was actually the cheapest device. I kind of bashed it, and so far my philosophy right now has been, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So New, I gotta say, they've been making some improvements with their devices. You know, maybe I might pick up a new phone and do a redemption video and talk about how how much they've improved over time, and how much better this phone is than with that other phone that I actually reviewed. So we got new coming into the game, and for the budget market, we still got the LG. You got the Stylo series. The Stylo 4 is still free with Metro. Great device. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now for this giveaway, you gotta be able to follow me on Instagram. You gotta be able to follow me on Twitter. And I will try to create this kind of like a fun game so we can all participate and get involved, and try to make things fair. It'll be kind of boring to see some person just subscribe just to win this phone, who doesn't even watch my content, who doesn't really interact with us. We have a small tech community. If you guys didn't know, there's a small YouTuber community out there, and it's a very beautiful thing. Everyone just come together, away from the stress from life, and just come here and talk about smartphones, talk about technology. It's a beautiful thing. So I'll put it in the description. I'll put down the rules and everything. So I'm just gonna cut this video short because I've been going over my time. This is Ultra Tech signing out. If you have any questions or comments, be free to hit me up. If you want me to make a certain video, go ahead and let me know. Now, I was supposed to make a couple of videos and I didn't make it. All right, everyone, this is Ultra Tech signing out. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys subscribe. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Peace.